Got it down pat, and I just remember as a player when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers. That meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And the Ravens taking the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him and keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. On 2nd down, Jackson. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. And he works free.
Missed.
He will not go down. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at what's going to turn out to be the final play of this. Back now in Baltimore. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now Jackson on 2nd down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackle.
All right, here we go.
Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And this is going to be incomplete. Steven Nelson able to get a hand in coverage. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And able to find John Brown. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth, when the ball's arriving and there's a defender.
They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens get a bit closer. When you talk about a battle being won in the trenches, that touchdown right there, a lot of credit to the offensive linemen.
Yeah, when you watch them surge across the front, they really created great space for the runner to get in.
Here comes Nelson. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Here's a first down run with Collins. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They go play action here on first down. Nowhere to get away, and down he goes. goes. Taylor is sacked.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now Taylor to throw on second down. And he's going to go down again.
And it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today. But on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
3rd and long. Taylor and company hoping to regroup after the sack. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line. And now here come the Ravens. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. On second down, here's Jackson. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Green, 39! Green!
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Now let's go! 3-19!
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. Wide open receiver, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but more mainly they want to get a block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Here we go. 3-19!
Jackson on first down. And his throw is incomplete. Steven Nelson able to get a hand in coverage.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Jackson. And this is caught at the 8. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Again, Jackson. To the right side and complete to Hurst. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop, but that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course, you got to keep.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. John Brown, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens cut into that lead.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
New York set to take the field. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Flag for 2. Flag for 2. Z.
Oh, Taylor going to throw. That's complete over the middle to Anderson. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. They'll run now with Ware. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. It's a pickup of 5, and that should just about wrap this one up.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Call it a gain of 11 yards, and that should just about do it.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Taylor going to throw it. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Robbie Anderson with his 3rd touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that. But under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.